Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 68 of Forever Stranded, a mud pack by Gaming with Sheridan. So in the last episode, we semi-resolved our Smeltry problem by installing an iron drum chest, a Gargantuan drum for the melted iron, which we have 425 buckets of, and one for gold that we have 360 bucket of. So that permits this system to ungunk, and finally it completely emptied quickly. The other thing that we did is we played with our AE system a lot. We ended up explaining all that we did for the auto crafting of the circuits and processor, and then we went downstairs here and we made some more crafting system, automated crafting system, and we placed down 5 more molecular assembler, which should be 6, but I ended up taking the other one out because I needed to put some energy into it. So I'm going to put the other one down also, but I'm going to move all of the other ones downstairs also. So you see, this way they're connected, and I'm going to be able to put 8 down this way. 4. So I'm going to move this one back here, and I'm going to move the 2 from upstairs back here, so I'm going to have 8. The reason for 8 is the maximum number of channel. And I'm going to make sure that the patterns are placed equally amongst each, and to make sure that 2 steps are never in the same one. So let's say that you want to make an oak barrel, like I did last time. I wouldn't put the oak barrel pattern in the same one where I make the planks, nor the same one where I make the slabs. So planks are here, slabs are there, so that they can all be active at the same time, which is why we had the co-crafting processor. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm also going to make a couple more of these. I have another crafting monitor to bring it to 4, but since this is an 8 channel, I'm probably going to make 8. So I can be crafting whatever I want whenever I want. But not necessarily 8 for the time being. I'm just trying to get everything done. So in this episode, I'm going to be moving my Dirt Farm 1.0 away from here. Creator Aid, one of my sub, is pretty sure that this is the main cause of lag. And in the last episode, 66, I was careful, not 66, 67, I was careful to never go back there to not cause lag. It might be finished and not doing anything anymore, but I was careful not to go back there. So for sure, I'm going to need a lot of Ender IO Conduit because I crafted, how many is it? I crafted 256 barrel. So I'm going to need a lot more of these conduit, and I never made a pattern for it, so let's make a pattern for it now. And let's search for conduit, and I'm going to need some conduit binder, so let's just make 10 quickly. And then I can start programming the Ender IO conduit. So to be able to do that, I'm going to have to teach it how to make the nuggets. No, the other way around. So not vibrant, what's it called? Energetic alloy, I think. Let's just search alloy. No, it's not alloy. So Ender IO conduit, like this. Conduit, wow. Can't find it. Oh, pulsating iron. So I don't have, oh, that's why. So I don't have any nuggets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this over, and I'm going to make 1, I thought. Nope. Pulsating iron, that's why I don't have any. How is pulsating iron made again? So in here, I don't have a recipe for pulsating iron. So this has to be moved. Unfortunately, it can't be there anymore. And the reason it can't be there, I'll show you in a moment. I'm going to put the wireless crafter right here. So it should still be connected to the system back there. Oh, and by the way, I put an export of a nether star so that this would always be full, and I placed a storage monitor to see. So if this dips below 100, I'll change one of my wood mob farm to be back on wither. And the reason I removed that one right here is that I can also use another interface like so. And I'm going to need this, and I can just do this. I can go interface, quartz fiber, and then this connector, so I'll be able to add more recipe. So for the pulsating iron, I need an iron, like so, and I need an ender pearl, 5,000, that's good, like so. I'm just going to I'm going to record them as a processing pattern. So I'm going to say if I take an ender pearl and an iron ingot, then I'm going to throw these in there, like so. And I'm going to wait for the pulsating ingot right here, and I'm going to do it like this and make the pattern. So by making the pattern, now I have more space in here. So let's shift click this and put it in here. Now that we have the pulsating iron ingot, I can now make the nugget pulsating. I'll take this, I'll put it here, and I'll change the pattern type. So now I'm also making these, and now I'm going to use my crafting interface terminal, and I'm going to throw this in one of those that have nothing in them, because why not split it to make sure that it's being done. And the example I was talking to you before, if I keep those, this is a tier 1. I put the tier 2 here, the tier 3 here, and the tier 4. And if there's 4 crafting coprocessor and I'm making tier 4, it means that one molecular assembler makes the first one and pushes it to the second molecular assembler to make the tier 2 and 3 and 4. So that's how you make sure that you have multi-level. Same thing here. I have a level 1. Let's put the level 2 here, and let's put the level 3 here, so that if I'm trying, and let's put this one even in another one. So if I'm trying to make some tier 3, like the octatic, it's going to build these in one, build these in the second one, build this in the third one to make this in the fourth one. So that's how you make sure that things get crafted in the most fast and efficient manner. Same thing here. My pulverized under iron is here, and my plates are there, so that it can also be working on 2 different recipes at a time. So that's why you want to split things between each other. So now that this is done, I can get some nuggets. Can I not get some nuggets? So I guess not. Let's make some pulsating iron, like so. I'm going to make 10 of it. Just to get the system started, I'm going to change these into nuggets. And now that I have nuggets and I throw them back in here, now I can make the conduit that I wanted. So you always have to make sure that you have the ingredients for every step. So I can make this one, and again, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to find one that doesn't have a lot of stuff. I'm going to put this one right here, and oh, what the heck happened? I don't know where these encoded pattern are coming from, but let's put them somewhere. So I'll put this in here, and I'm not really looking at where the best places are. I'm just putting them in almost at random because I want to get things done. And this one I'd put here. So I'm wondering if there's not something that's making them pop out. I don't know why that would be, but I'll be on the lookout for that. Like now I don't have any anymore. So let's show all of these in the system. This, and this. I don't need any of these. Perfect. So what else did I want to say? Yeah. So I'm going to teach my system to make drive because obviously I need a lot more drives. These are 16K, and I know I can make 1, 4, and 64K. So let's teach my system to make ME drives. Oh, ME drives. No. Let's search for 64K. They're called storage cell. So let's search for storage. Oh, the R. I wasn't clicked into it. Storage cell. Perfect. So now, to make a 64K storage cell, you need these ingredients, but I don't have a 64K ME storage. So let's craft a let's make all of the steps. I don't have a 16, I don't have a 4, I don't have a 1. So this is how we make a 1. Teach the system how to make a 1. Use the pattern terminal here, and let's put it in here. And I'm going to ask for a couple of these. So storage cell, I have 2 1s, so I'm going to ask for, since they go in bunch of 3, I'm going to ask for 13. 13 because I already have 2. Next, start and these are crafting, and while these are crafting, now I should be able to make the next level. So storage cell. Now that I have the 1Ks, I need to make the 4K, and the 4K are with 3 1K. I should have the 3 1K by now. Perfect. So now I can also put these in one of the system. Let's put it not in the same one. Always follow the rule of not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Always follow the rule of not putting it in the same one. So let's put it in here. And again, another pattern left. I'm not sure I understand what's going on here. So storage cell. Let's make 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make 6. The reason we're so storage cell graph. Let's make 9. I'm sad. I thought I was going to be. So no, I'm not going to be able to make these, and I'm going to tell you right now, the seeds are the one thing that I've never automated really, because they're honestly really hard to automate. So let's make 3 stack this time. And I'm going to need to turn my magnet off and come back here and put this in here. And since I can't make 9, since I can't make 9, I won't be able to craft all the tier of all the levels with you guys, because I could make 3 of these. So let's make 3 like this and put them in the system. And now if I search for storage cell, I can make the where's the 16? The 16 right here, because I have the 3. But to be able to make the next level, oh yeah, sorry, I completely forgot one thing that's very important. If I come here to the 64K, as long as you have 1, you can put the recipe. So I can get the 64K. Then all of these, this is the easy way of making the recipe. I can make any recipe with ME storage housing. So it's better to teach your system how to make a storage housing. And then you can say, I want to make 6 64K. You send the order for 6 64K, and you send the order for 6 storage housing, and you end up receiving everything that you wanted. It's really the best and easiest way of doing this. So Arden Stone, I'm going to show in here. I really don't know what's going on. I find it a bit scary that my things are leaving, like that I keep getting patterns ejected, if I can say. So that's a bit scary. Anyway, don't want to spend too much time on this. My point is to make the drive base so that I can have a lot more space and put everything into it and have a bank of monitors, and also to move the dirt farm 1.0. So that's what I'm going to start doing now that I've taught my system how to make the conduit. I'm going to come right here and I'm going to say, if I have 256 barrel, I pretty much want 256 item conduit. So I'm going to send that as an order like so. And I'm missing clay. I didn't think that I was going to need this much clay, but really it's a non-problem because I have a ton of clay upstairs. I just need to go get it right here. How many stacks do I have? 6. So let me grab as many of these as I can, and while I'm just going to throw them in my ME system, so I can say dust, grab a couple of stack of dust, and refill this, because obviously I need more clay than I'm making. So I'll go back downstairs and I'll end the episode on this, although I was already outside, so I should have ended outside, but I wanted to order my conduits. I wanted to show you. So I can say 256 and order my conduits. And now this is started, so it's not in this one. We're going to go downstairs just to take a quick look. It's in this one that has 2 crafting coprocessor unit. And it's going to be making all of the one that I need. And while I'm waiting for this, I don't need to wait for this. That's the beauty of this. I can just come here, grab my 256 barrel, make my 2 ender chests, and start going to the tech city and start building everything. So guys, I'm going to stop right here and say thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.